Hello, my name is Andrew Lacey, and I will be talking about the work that I conducted while being an intern at Resource Environmental Solutions. With regard to my internship, I was part of the seasonal field crew for Resource Environmental Solutions. I worked at the Northeast region for the company, which covers areas from Ohio to and including New Jersey. RES is an ecological restoration company in the Northeast region, and they focus on stream and wetland restoration for the purpose of permittee responsible mitigation and mitigation banking. These projects are broken down into two main phases. I will discuss each and how I was involved during the internship. In phase one, the construction or rebuilding of the stream occurs. While doing a complete restoration, this company will bring in machinery or hire out to other companies in the area to rebuild the structure of the stream's main stem. During this phase, the organization is also required to maintain the tributaries that flow into the main stem, which includes the erosion and the flow of water. I was responsible for three different techniques during the phase, which include putting in grade logs, along with creating log jams and brush mats to slow down the water and collect sediment. Figure 1 and 4 are examples of these techniques that we used. Figure 1 is a log jam. We would go up into the tributaries and find nice sized logs, about 6 or 8 of them, lay them on either side of the bank, weaving them in and out, and then after they were in place, we would pull brushy material through the logs, which would create a catch for all the sediment that would be washed down. This would slow down the erosion and slow down the water. Figure 4 is also another technique that we used, and this was us putting in grade logs. Again, we would go up into the tributaries with hand tools and find or create logs that were the right size for that stream or that trip. We would dig out the bank on either side and lay the log in the new where we had dug out. After the log was laid in, we would cover it back up with mud and again pull brushy material through underneath to make a catch for the sediment. Continuing with phase 1, the rebuilding of the main stem. The field crew is responsible for keeping up with the newly built stream. Here I would follow the construction operators and cover the floodplain and stream banks with courier mats, which is made up of woven coconut fibers in a netting. This provides protection for the ground from being damaged and washed away. I would also cover the newly built uplands of the project with either loose straw or straw blankets. Figure 2 and figure 3 here are examples of this. So in figure 2, this is the courier that we would lay on the banks, and this is going up into the uplands where you would see the straw. To make sure the courier would stay where we put it, we would use small pins on the upside and big wooden wedges with a nail inserted in them on the downside and in the stream. This just gives it some structure and stability so the water doesn't just wash it away. In figure 3 here, this is a picture of a completed site. This is the uplands where we would use straw blankets and loose straw. This is the straw blankets here. And down here you can see is the courier along the stream bank that we had just completed. Moving into phase 2. During the second phase or the second year of these projects, this organization goes back to the project sites from the year prior and performs a few tasks which include tree planting and performing an invasive species control. During the second year, crews are sent to all prior sites and will control and manage the amount of invasive plants that are found. This is done with a herbicide treatment applied either by backpack sprayers or using a stump treatment. The plants that we look for include, but are not limited to, rose, teasel, crown vetch, thistle, Green canary grass, and poison hemlock. To conclude, the tree planting, during the other part of phase 2, this company goes back and plants native trees on the newly developed sites. The trees that we were planting include pin oaks, dogwoods, willows, and maples. The majority of these trees are planted on the uplands, but the willows are planted in the floodplains with using techniques of uh, live staking. Sorry. Figure 5 here is a picture of our crew. Is our crew leader here that we were under, and we were doing our first tree planting in this picture. I would like to thank you all and have a good day.